Lucky here, and welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Quiz and Art News. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about Kevin Smith and Jeff Jones. They've got some stuff coming up on the CW. That's going to be really cool. We've got Deadpool, R-rated or not. And we've also got the Fantastic Four. Rest in peace. Well, it looks like Kevin Smith's all over the place here lately. He's going to be directing an episode of The Flash. I believe they're directing that in May. And that's really cool, but more importantly here, January 19th at 9:30, the CW is going to have a special with him and Jeff Jones, and they're going to be outlining the new Justice League lineup for, I'm guessing, the Warner Brothers movies. They don't really go into a lot of detail what it's going to be. They're going to show off a new commercial for the Suicide Squad, and they're going to be talking about more of the Wonder Woman movie, I believe, everything basically leading up to the Justice League movie. So you can catch that. I'll put a link in the description below. They got a big thing going on for that right now, so that's going to be really cool. Next up, we have Deadpool in the news. Kind of a big thing going on. Well, it's big depending on how you personally look at it. It's been known for quite a while now that Deadpool is going to be coming out with an R. A hard R, as they've all been saying. This has been publicized since the beginning, since day one of filming. It's going to be a hard R. Ryan Reynolds himself was pushing for this, and they finally came out and said this. It's that way. That's the way it stands. But now apparently there's a petition that's come out where some people are wanting this movie to be PG-13 for some strange reason. I don't know why. I'm confused, to tell you the truth. It doesn't make any sense to me. There's comic book characters that are meant for PG. The Supermans and the Batmans of the world, you know. You've got characters that aren't supposed to kill. They don't typically kill in the comic books. That's the way it is. The Fantastic Four, you know, I can see a lot of these characters being PG-13 related. Deadpool, on the other hand, everybody knows is the character, if you've read the comic books or know anything about the backstory, is he's clinically insane. It's not funny in a way to be funny, ha-ha, it's just his sick, twisted humor comes out in that character. But he's not a PG-rated character, it's just what it comes down to. He's disturbed, and that's how it stands. He's been that way in the comic books for years. He would make a joke right before he cuts somebody's head off. So, as far as I'm concerned, just personally, he is an R-rated character and should stay that way. But this petition has got a lot of people. It's almost a joke. I gotta admit, it's funny. From at the time I read the little report, it's like 1,000 people up on this petition for it to be PG-13 because of an 8-year-old child. The 8-year-old child loves Deadpool. You can love Deadpool as a child in a look or whatever, but if the child is actually reading Deadpool comic books, you get more problems on your hands than you know what to do with. So, it's an interesting deal altogether. And finally, in kind of sad news, Fantastic Four is dead. Yes, the Marvel Corporation is going to go ahead and what they call shelve the Fantastic Four for right now. In the newest comic books lately, they've pretty much thrown them to the side in an alternate universe or reality or something along those lines. So it's a big faux pas right now because back years ago, Marvel was in trouble and they were getting ready to go under. They sold a lot of their rights away to some of their characters, the key characters as a matter of fact, and the companies that bought them up ended up going ahead and doing movies. But the problem here is Marvel wants a lot of these movies back into the fold, if you will, into the cinematic universe. They're creating something here, and a lot of the other companies aren't playing ball with this, Fox being one of them. So Fox released the Fantastic Four movie last year. It bombed miserably at the box office, but if you also noticed a very key thing here, there wasn't any toys for it. There was no merchandising whatsoever. That is because Marvel holds the merchandising rights to everything, still to this day. So without merchandising rights, without being able to sell t-shirts and toys and everything else, the movie not only bombed, but it didn't have that merchandising to back it up. So it's interesting to see what's going on with Marvel right now because some other companies have fallen in line. I believe it's Sony has went ahead and brought Spider-Man into the cinematic universe the way Marvel suggested they do it, because, again, they would have no merchandising rights whatsoever. So they're now going to go ahead and, whatever the plot line is here recently, they're going to go ahead and kill them off or send them away, and you're not going to be seeing Fantastic Four for quite a while from what they're saying. So for all of you die-hard Fantastic Four fans out there, sorry. And that's going to do it for your comic book quiz and art news. You guys have a good one. I'll see you on the next episode.